What's going on YouTube? Florida Man Knives here with a quick video of my Victorinox Swiss Army knife collection. I've got the box right here from my 2021 Classic SD limited edition. I actually just unboxed this a couple days ago, so check that video out up here in the corner. But getting into it, I'm going to start off with the first larger Swiss Army knife I ever owned. And this is going to be a classic, of course, the classic red. This one I believe is the Super Tinker. I do have a little bit of leather here as the lanyard. This one is going to be the most sentimental to me just because this was my first one. This was actually my dad's, and he had thought he lost it, replaced it, and then actually found it. So he already had a second duplicate and gave this one to me. Definitely very special to me, and just a really cool one overall, and of course the classic red. Moving on, another one I just unboxed is going to be the Climber. This one is going to be a special edition with fish hook. It is this nice blue right here, and instead of a screwdriver, you are going to have a corkscrew here. But the cool thing about this is going to be, of course, the show side with this really nice shark and fish hook, and then, of course, the saying, keep your mouth shut and you won't get caught. Love that one and love the color. It's going to be the same size, of course, as the Super Tinker as far as thickness goes. And then moving on to some thinner ones. This one is going to be a Hawaiian print special edition, also with a corkscrew. This one is going to be the Spartan. So you can see it's a little bit thinner, but really just wanted to show off how cool that is. And I'll admit I love Hawaiian shirts, so this one I just had to get for sure. Absolutely love it. Moving on, in the same size is going to be the Tinker. This one is going to be the BladeHQ exclusive Lobo Loco, which is going to be this crazy wolf right here. I just love that. It's howling and knives right there. Yeah, absolutely amazing. They do make this one in the classic size and a couple of others as well. Go check out BladeHQ, of course, for this one. Really, really love that. A wolf is my favorite land animal and a shark is my favorite ocean animal, so those two I just had to absolutely get, as did I this one. It's gonna be the Trash Panda. Just look at that. Look how cool that is. And this one is gonna be a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. Again, this is gonna be a Tinker. So, you know, a little bit thinner, great EDC size, but look at that. He's holding the bananas like guns. It's just amazing. They do make this one in a smaller version as well, the Classic SD, but I wanted to go with the Tinker so you could see that a little bit larger and up close. And then moving on to some smaller Victorinox models. The one I just unboxed recently is going to be the Classic 2021 Special Edition. This was the box that I was showing in the very beginning of the video with the seahorses, sea star, some coral, a whale, and of course a sea turtle. Really love this one, and you're going to notice a theme here, and that's going to be ocean life. The next one is going to be the 2020 limited edition Classic SD, and this is going to be the deep dive version. You can see there's a diver right there, clearly underwater, and then there's a sea turtle and another diver, some fish, and a jellyfish. Just really, really love this thing so much. This is definitely my favorite Classic SD. I've actually gotten this one as a gift for a couple of people. Moving on to another Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, and this is going to be the Classic SD Large Breed Dogs Edition. This is amazing. I do have a mini Australian Shepherd mixed with a Lab, who actually has the blue merle coat that looks identical to this, full tail with the white tip and everything. And then I just love large breed dogs in general, so I had to get it for my own dog and then just for dogs in general. This one, I'll admit, I do not carry too much because I really just want to preserve it. I think it just looks so cool. I mean, it's a special edition, and Smoky Mountain Knife Works is amazing for putting out this one, and of course the Trash Panda. Just love that one. And then the last of the true Victorinox models is going to be another Classic SD that I actually got off of eBay a long time ago. just because I wanted one, and it was like I don't even know, it was like $3, something crazy. Yeah, so you can see it's going to be for 10K. Anyways, don't need to show that one off too much, of course, but you know, still is not the worst thing, and fully functional. Moving on, Wenger. This one is going to be for Mac papers, and you know, you can see right there, this is very old. It's going to be still made in Switzerland, but just a Wenger as opposed to a Victorinox model. You know, a little bit bigger than the classic SD, as you can see. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as you look at those. And then moving on to some real old school ones, we're gonna get out just a classic Camp King. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have these. This one is a Imperial USA one, and this one is sentimental to me because it was my grandfather's. But you know, I figured I'd include that in the collection here today, just because it is more of a Swiss Army knife. And then just keeping it with the traditionals, here's an old Schrade old timer that was my great grandfather's. Again, sentimental value right there. And then the last one that was my uncle's, actually, is an old Roy Rogers trick knife. So I was very fortunate to be able to receive these, obviously, when I was younger, and will of course never get rid of these, but figured I should include them in my Swiss Army knife collection, even though they're not really true Swiss Army knives. They just kind of fit into this size range, and I think they all kind of go together. But again, you know, this is going to be the Super Tinker. You got the Climber, the Spartan, a couple of Tinkers there, some classic SDs, and then a Wenger. And they're just all fantastic. There's so many different patterns and colors you can get. You know, these ones are going to be Smoking Mountain Knife Works exclusives. You know, this one's a BladeHQ exclusive. You know, one resource you should check out is going to be SwissKnifeShop.com. They have every one you could ever imagine except for the exclusives from the other companies, of course. And then they do also sell them through Amazon. So really love all of these knives. I'm a huge fan of Swiss Army knives just because they've been around forever. They're great. Everyone knows how to handle them. You know, you're not worried about someone breaking it necessarily. And they're just a great knife to give to people as a gift. Great keychain knives in the case of the classic SD, and a great EDCs, honestly, in my opinion, in the case of the Tinkers and larger models. So really appreciate you watching, and definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me which one is your favorite of all of these that I have in my collection, and definitely let me know if you have any recommendations on any I should add in the future. Just real quick before I wrap up the video, quick wrist check. It's going to be the Seiko 2nd Gen Black Monster. Definitely will be doing a review on this as well. But I really appreciate everyone watching, and you all have a great day.